Today we are going to deal with the topic The Strange Case of Britain. The United Kingdom is made up of four constituent states: England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. But there have been a long tension between England and the other three United Kingdom states. England has always been a dominant political power among them among the three states. England brought all the states together through conquest and political union. England, the people of England, they migrated from German area. They belongs to Angelus tribe or Angelus. That's why they've been called Anglo-Saxons. The Kingdom of England, formed by Athelstan in 927 AD, gained the first United Kingdom state other than itself through invasion. In the late 13th century, the Edward I conquered the Western Principality of Wales, claiming it as a territory of England. Next, he invaded the Northern Kingdom of England, kicking off the First War of Scottish Independence, which was shown in a very good film by made in Hollywood named as Braveheart. Scotland emerged from the first and second waves of Scottish independence with its sovereignty intact. Wales, meanwhile, remained a conquered territory. Beginning with Edward I, English monarch gave their successor the title of Prince of Wales to signify their control over the territory. This tradition still continues. The Prince Charles is called Prince of Wales. Still, Wales was not an official part of Kingdom of England until the 1530s and 1540s. Under King Henry VIII, England passes Act of Union extending English law and norms into Wales. This was the first major political union in which it became the United Kingdom. Next part of the United Kingdom which was unified was Scotland. The Scottish, if we consider the genetic makeup of the Scottish people, we find that 25 to 29% of the Scottish people, their genetic makeup was similar or they belongs to Vikings. So the Scottish people are the hoarders. They live in the northern Highland of United Kingdom. The Queen Elizabeth I died in 1603. The next person in line to the throne was her cousin, King James VI of Scotland. He also gained a second name, King James I of England. Even though Scotland, the England share the same king, they were still two politically separate kingdoms, each with their own parliament over the next century. There were several failed attempts to merge them into one nation. Their attempts ended in 1707 when England and Scotland united as Great Britain under Queen Anne. There were several reasons for this union. First, Scotland get a large amount of money to clear their dues. Scotland was in debt after trying to establish a colonial empire in Americas. The second reason, Scotland recognized the real politics. They were to establish market overseas. They need the support of strong maritime power, which was England. The third reason, the Scott also saw the union to prevent the Catholic Stuarts from reinstating as an absolute monarch and securing Scotland's future under a Protestant constitutional monarchy. The fourth reason, Queen Anna get the unified throne of England. And the fifth, 45 parliamentary seats were allotted to Scottish or Scotland in Westminster. One part on the part of England, this union prevents Scotland to take side of France in the War of Succession of Austria. This was the reason why England agreed to give Scotland money to pay off its debt, and both the country parliament passes the Act of Union to become one nation. The third part, the Ireland was also been annexed and later unified. We remember that James VI of Scotland was also the King James I of England. Well, he was actually the King James I of Ireland too. Back to 1540, Ireland became an independent kingdom of England, and in 1542, Crown of England Act mandated that the King of England was now also the King of Ireland. The first person, the first person to the the first person to hold both titles was Henry VIII. The last was George III, who oversaw the creation of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801. Watley says England used its 1707 union with Scotland as a model for Great Britain 1801 union with Ireland. However, the Irish Union did not last long. Between 1919 and 1921, the Irish Republican Army fought for independence from United Kingdom. The Irish War of Independence ended with the division of Ireland with northern and southern region in 1922. The northern region remained a part of United Kingdom, which changed its title to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The southern region became the Irish Free State, which despite its name was still a part of British Commonwealth. In 1937, the southern region became the sovereign nation of Ireland, Republic of Ireland. It joined European Union in 1973 and still a member today. So these four parts, the England, Wales, Scotland and Ireland, they commonly known as United Kingdom. So now we have already learned about the unification processes in different part with their background history, but our chapter, the story of British unification. The unification of Britain was quite different from the other European countries like Germany and Italy. The formation of British nation state was not the result of sudden upheaval or revolution. The British nation was also had to face severe opposition from Scotland, Ireland and Wales in the unification process, which was like unlikely in Germany and Italy. It was the result of a long drawn out process. The primary identities of the people who inhabited the British Isles were ethnic one: English, Welsh, Scot and Irish. All of these ethnic groups had their own culture and political traditions, but the English nation grew in wealth, importance, and power. it was able to extend its influence over the other nation states. The Act of Union 1707, it was signed between British and Scotland that resulted in formation of United Kingdom of Great Britain. In effect, the England was able to impose its influence on Scotland. The British Parliament was henceforth dominated by its English members. The growth of English identity meant Scotland's distinctive culture and political institutions were systematically suppressed. The Scottish Highlands suffered terrible repression whenever they attempted to assert their independence. The Scottish Highlanders were forbidden to speak their Gaelic language or wear their national dress, and large numbers were forcibly driven out of their homeland. Ireland suffered similar fate. It was a country deeply divided between Catholic and Protestants. The English helped of Ireland to establish their dominance over a largely Catholic country. Catholic revolts against British dominance were suppressed. After failed revolt led by Ulf and his United Irishmen in 1798, Ireland was forcibly incorporated in the United Kingdom in 1801. The British nation was forced through the propagation of dominant English culture. The symbol of New Britain. This is the map of Great Britain and the amalgamation and final the formation of Union Jack. This is the copy of Article of Union passed by Scottish Parliament in 1706 during the rule of Queen Anne, who established a commissioner or a commissioner was appointed to deal with the unification process with England. This shows that how the merger of other states with England. 12 in 1284, a statute of Rhuddlan, which merged Wales and England, and Wales was annexed to England. In 1536, England plus Wales is known as Kingdom of England by Law of Wales Act, which was passed in 1536, and the Crown of Ireland Act, which was passed in 1542, which gave the power to the British or the power to the English law being implemented in Wales area. In 1603, Union of Crown was passed with Wales plus England plus Scotland under a common king, then a formation of Great Britain. The common king was James VI. In 1707, the Act of Union 1707 was passed. At that time, the queen was Queen Anne. In this Act of Union, Wales, England and Scotland merged the Parliament and formation of Kingdom of Great Britain. In 1801, Act of Union 1800 was passed. In this, the Wales, England, Scotland, which was earlier being apart, now Ireland merged with it, And finally, the whole of England is known as United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The Parliament of Ireland approved the political union of Ireland with Britain. In 1921, Anglo-Irish Treaty was formed by which the Northern Ireland remained with the Union of Wales, England, Scotland, and it is known as United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And the southern portion was established, or the southern portion was known as Republic of Ireland. This also shows the graphically the union of United Kingdom. This shows the formation of Union Jack.